Another little bargain I swept up. I think it was about £15 or so. With these little booties. These are American grain wagons. They're kit ones, I think. Someone's obviously had them, sprayed them, abandoned the project. I think it was one of the dealers who sort of buys job lots up. Quite light. That would have been pity the roofs don't come off. I could put a strip of weights inside them. One of them might peel away, but the other ones I'm going to have to try and hide some weight down in here. Shop, because they're literally just plastic and wheels. But they're quite nice little grain wagons. Relatively nicely detailed, really. Don't know what they'd sort of run at or what make of kit one they are. But they'll go nicely with the old US loco when I eventually get one. I nearly did manage one the other day, but she went too much money. It was only a DC one. But yeah, I would like a nice sound one. I see old Somerset Andy's vid, so I done these for him. You haven't got to spend a fortune on them, but you know, whatever you want to do, there's plenty out there where you can spend a lot of money. But talking of DCC, I've got my next supply of chips for the new locos, and some of the old Hornby ones I'm going to convert. The little converter plates, so if you're using an 8-pin on a Bachmann, these are the best ones. The Lay's DCC, they're a lot lower profile. I did buy a Gauge Master one originally, I think, and that was too high. By the time you got the 8-pin on there, you couldn't get the 37 body back on. So even these I do trim the solder down on the back, just to give them a sort of another ½ mm, but they're now cheaper to buy these over here than it is to buy them off Lay's DCC in China. But they're good enough. I think they're about £10–11. I got a 21-penner as well, just to keep for spare stock. So let's get on with the buildings. Well, we're nearly there, folks. Hang on. So this is a salvage operation. This was the not so good one, which looked like it had been a victim of a laser experiment by the US Navy. The crusty stuff in the back is Peebo modelling paste from Hobbycraft. It's like a textured, really fine acrylic paint stroke filler paste. Apparently artists use it, but now I do as well. I bought it for texturing, for using it for tree bark, but I thought the consistency would be right for filling holes, and it does seem to have done a reasonable job, unless you've got a really strong light. You know, it just still shines through the actual fine material. But we've painted it up. Obviously they didn't send me a whole complete kit, hence the cardboard. I ordered some off Amazon Prime. Could only get what they could sort of deliver pronto, so it's 3 laminated layers PVA together, although it didn't actually need to be that thick for the top, to substitute the actual laser cut piece. So this was the replacement one they sent me. This has only had one coat on it. You can sort of see they look more like brush marks there, which they are, from paint residue, just to give it some darker patches of brickwork. That is just B&M's paints mixed up, orange and burnt umber. I didn't have any brown. Orange and brown makes a terracotta sort of colour, so I was playing around and thought, that's close enough, we'll see what that goes like. Sort of filled in relatively well on the black where you get the laser cut. That edge always tends to soak in the paint, but for one coat it doesn't look too bad. This one is a bit darker. That sort of had 2 treatments and a dot and a dab. You can see sort of bands, not well, that's coming out on the light there. You can see slightly different brick patterns there. I think I actually like that one. That's come out darker. That was a base coat of this Hobbycraft tan, and this one, I don't know where this one, possibly Hobbycraft All the Range, which is I'm gonna find the bloody nose, burnt sienna. So that was all like some of them just going over in places to do it. And the front sections, again, a little bit of cardboard laminated and glued to make the top up. That's glued at the front. The replacement one has a piece of laser cut. So at the minute we're level pegging. What I did do, because obviously there aren't some parts, where are they? These little bits here. Obviously we've got the laser cut ones to go on the new one, but I didn't have those parts in the replacement kit. So what I've done, if you remember, you see a slight shot of that. It's the same one Susanna got. Done the same trick, you know, watch it on eBay, wait a few days, goes from £10 down to £9 private offer. Get it with £9 delivered. So I knocked that kit up for sort of Vallejo paints and that sort of thing. And this is what comes with your little sort of semicircles here. This is the leftover. I kept the whole sheet. I don't throw anything of this sort of stuff out. It's all in a big jiffy bag. And a piece of that up there I cut out with a razor saw and made these two little tops, which are supposed to be the little concrete infills at the top, if it will stay up, and they just go on there like that. And I've chamfered the edges off, because obviously if you're up there with your little gouging trail, you'd put a chamfer around there and your pots in the top. So we've cut a couple of little bits out. The other part of the detailing again is going to be yielded from the leftover laser cut sections. If I can get all this crap out of the way. The only thing obviously I haven't got is another set of windows to duplicate the top. So there you can see their version there, but you get these sections that go round. Yeah, obviously I can't cut that because none of my offcuts are tall enough, so I'm just going to do a flat fascia and trim a piece of that off and use that material. And a bit try and do it left-handed. The upper concrete moulding at the top of the roof is 3 sections of laser strip. There's a slightly wider one there to give it a profile. So again, I'm gonna use a bit of that and make my own one up, so it'll be similar but slightly different. But obviously I'm devoid of any doors or windows, and obviously anything that's going to be pre-made is not going to be fitting that, is it? So idea one is to scratch build something, some windows out of plastic card, frames and not what, door I'm not quite sure about whether I can yield a leftover bit from a kit or something. I haven't got anything at the sale because I haven't built any kits for donkey's years. Or leave them windowless and have it, as I said to Mark, have it like that. Cut some thin strips of balsa or laminate, put over the tops, board it up for renovation, put some old Heras fencing panels outside or scaffolding, and we'll have it as an old pub, you know, ready for renovation to be turned into the next Chinese Indian takeaway restaurant. Something like that in another scene away from that one, so obviously they don't look too glaringly obvious. It's the same building. So that's my 2 ideas. So if you got any input, you're more than welcome to put a comment down in the comment section. I also picked up these from Amazon. I bought one. So one of the small square. They're nice and heavy, so they're handy for putting down on things if you want to use them as a weight. But they're a little engineer square, and they're quite handy because there's enough weight in them to support sides, and they're also metal, so they'll fit with my magnets. I use the welding clamps as well. So I was so impressed with it, I bought another one so that I can use one each side of a building. They're only about £3.45 including delivery from Amazon. If I was building something that needed engineering precision, I wouldn't be buying these, but for modelling, nice little bit of weight, they're accurate enough for a kit build and to hold something in place while the glue sets. So folks, that is about it from me this week. I will bore you no more. Enjoy the rest of your week, and if you haven't subscribed, go on, it's free, I don't charge and never will do. Catch you later.